Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm the Jimmy Jam Oracle, and today we're doing another Foodie Beauty read. Remember, I welcome you here today, just like we welcome the spirits. Let's get started. I'm going to start shuffling. And what are we going to ask the spirits today? So spirits, channeling, Foodie Beauty, Chantal. I'm going to try to go for health updates, or perhaps there's some tea you would like to spill. Anything at all, Spirit. We're going to do it's going to do a 7-card spread. It's not as detailed as the Celtic Cross, but it is still pretty good. So linear. It's usually pretty good with specific questions, like in our case, maybe the health. Sorry, I'm looking at my guidebook to help me with the 7-card spread. There we go. All right. So we start with the first card. It's the past position. What do we have? We have, what is that? The 9 of Wands. It's reversed. Says inner resources struggle, overwhelmed, on edge, defensive, paranoia, exhaustion, fatigue, lack of motivation. It's in the past position, and she has been like this in the past. But I would say even like right now, she's like this, where like it's defensive and the paranoia, like she's going against her beezers. And it does talk about struggle. And there's definitely a struggle going on, whether it's emotional or this one talks about fatigue. So maybe it's a physical one, exhaustion. Okay, so let's put that aside. And remember that's in the past position. But I'm kind of feeling maybe it's more towards the recent past, perhaps. We do have the next card, which is in the present position. Let's go ahead and flip that over. We have diligence. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the 8 of Pentacles. We have diligence, passion, high standards, apprenticeship, mastery, skill development, repetitive tasks. Okay, so I think this one is more towards repetitive tasks. Like she's doing just the same thing every day, getting into the same arguments every day. And see, this is it's Pentacles, so it's referring to coin, to money. So like I think it's really focused in on her YouTube channel, which, to be honest, her YouTube channel is pretty much all she has right now. It's a huge part of her life, and I'd be honest, I think when she turns off the camera, there's not much going on. But I think this is what it's referring to as the repetitive tasks. Okay, let's continue to the third card, which is what is helping. So what's aiding in this situation? It's the Ace of Swords, but it's reversed. This is confusion, brutality, chaos, inner clarity, rethinking an idea, and clouded judgment. Again, I think it's the confusion and the clouded judgment in this one. Definitely, like her own actions, her own way of thinking has put her where she is currently. And I think that is the gist of this card, is pretty much she is her own making. She is what's aiding her situation, causing this repetitive tasks, maybe even the lack of motivation, the exhaustion, being defensive. Like she creates her own disasters pretty much. Then we have the fourth card, which is her obstacle card. So what's in her way? It's the Queen of Cups. It's upright. It says compassion, comfort, calm, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. Which makes me think this is a person, a female in her life, or someone she knows of. Someone people can see as being nurturing. Well, you think of nurturing, perhaps you think of a mother, maybe? Because we've gotten baby in here before, and I know other tarot card readers have gotten baby as well. But definitely there's a woman in Chantal's way, or she feels like that woman is in her way, an obstacle for her. So then we have the fifth card, which is the attitudes of others. So it's like an outside influence card. So then flip it. It is the 9 of Cups. It is reversed. It says lack of inner joy, smugness, dissatisfaction, indulgence, materialism, and inner happiness. Yeah, I would say that's the opinions of just about everyone. People think, she's depressed, so we have that lack of inner joy, which is funny because we have... Do we not have depression? I guess not. Maybe I was thinking the lack of motivation and struggle. Like, she definitely struggles emotionally and physically, but we have smugness, like people definitely, like, right here, the repetitive tasks, and we have defensive, and I think that defensiveness does come off as smugness to a lot of people. Even the indulgence and materialism, definitely when it comes to food. And like I said, this is definitely how other people see her. So we have the 6th card is what Chantal should do. And this is, remember, the advice of the spirits. Whether or not it's good advice, I guess depends on how you view it, how we interpret it, how well the spirits take to Chantal, I guess. So let's go flip that card. We have the Chariot. It's right side up. It says movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, and courage. The spirits are saying she needs to leave. She needs to walk away from the situation she is. And once again, every time I do read for her, there's always a mention of movement, whether it's departure or literally movement or moving on or some of the words that they use. But it's like the spirits are saying, okay, yeah, now it's time to go. It's like whether she goes home or she goes somewhere else or she goes traveling. Not sure, but the spirits are saying just go. Just leave. Just get out of it, And we have the 7th card, which is the outcome card. Everyone's favorite card. What do we have? We have the 4 of Cups. It's right side up. It says meditation, contemplation, apathy, re-evaluation, and disconnected. Okay, disconnected. That's the part. Disconnected from what? Exactly from the relationship, from herself. Let's ask the spirits about this outcome card, see if we can get any clarity for it. Spirits, can you please explain this 4 of Cups in Chantal's read? This outcome card. What is this disconnected, this apathy? Is it emotional? Is it physical? Please tell us. I'm going to do 3 cards. I usually do 3 to help clarify. Okay, what do we have? We have the 2 of Cups. We're getting a lot of cups. This is unifying love, partnership, mutual attraction, proposal, marriage, and connection. Okay, so they're saying that this card, perhaps disconnected, is about the marriage. Marriage. Or like Salah, or what she has with Salah. Because it even just says partnership, which I've gotten partnership or like working together before, not necessarily being married. We move on to the next card. It is the 10 of Wands. It is reversed. It says doing it all, carrying the burden, delegation, release, overstressed, and burnt out. I've also gotten this card for her too. Doing it all, like just putting... I think she's the only one bringing in income. Because I've gotten that card for her before too, where it's like, oh my gosh, what was it? It's like single parent. Or like, bringing... It definitely like implied that she was the only one bringing the income or taking care of everything. That would really be stressed upon, like carrying the burden, doing it all. And as far as being overstressed and burnt out, I think so too, because we have... In this card, we're talking about, being on edge, overwhelmed, exhausted, fatigued. Okay, and then we have the last card, the Ace of Cups. It says emotional loss, blocked creativity, emptiness, self-love, intuition, and repressed emotions. Okay, it's the blocked creativity that really, like, gets to me a little bit because, like, okay, we're talking about Salah, but we're also referring to the channel, I think, when it talks about creativity. It does say emotional loss, though. So Like the emotional loss would very well be the loss of like the marriage and everything like that. Perhaps what it's saying about disconnected, like I don't okay, sorry. The disconnected definitely like comes out to me in this card. I honestly think it's disconnected from Salah and from this Kuwaiti arc, I think. And perhaps taking the advice of the spirits about moving on, departure, action, you know? Like maybe she becomes physically removed from the situation she is. But let's continue on with our read. Put my guidebook aside for a second. Let's ask the spirits. Can you tell us anything about Chantal's health? Her physical health. Where is she? How is she? Anything we can expect. Remember, we focus all of our energy on Chantal. All right, let's go ahead and do quick 3 cards. Oh, we have the Devil. We have the Star. And the Page of Pentacles, who is reversed. Let's start with the Devil. Shadow self, attachment, addiction, restriction, sexuality, temptation, seduction, destructive behavior, materialism, codependency, and toxicity. So again, we have materialism come up again. And then we have codependency, which I think kind of connects into the connection, you know, partnership. And this is what I was talking about when I was talking about the Ten of Wands, where we have doing it all, carrying the burden, and then that codependency. So like they're very dependent on each other. And I think he's dependent on her for financial reasons, and I think she's dependent on him for emotional ones, which might explain the didn't I have like burnout? Oh my gosh, this is why. So we have emotional loss, repressed emotions. Oh my goodness. The dissatisfaction. I want to ask about that lady. We're going to put that one aside. Wasn't there... Oh my gosh, I know you guys probably hate it when I do this. Maybe it was the lack of motivation. The defensive, the struggle, the overwhelmed. Yeah, so we have like the destructive behavior as well. Some people would see, like when I was talking about materialism and overindulgence. Like that's definitely destructive behavior for her. So we're saying that if this is relating to her health, then like materialism, that destructive behavior, the codependency, it's all related, whether it's physical or emotional. So then we have the Star, which is hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, fortune, good omen, and rejuvenation. Okay, so it seems like the spirits are pretty hopeful for her, or at least this is how she views her situation right now. Maybe she's gotten some good news about her health, or maybe she's feeling pretty good right now. It's the calm that gives me. So like maybe the calm before the storm. But definitely right now, in this moment, she's doing okay. At least that's how she feels. Whether she's actually okay is another story. But like, you know, as okay as someone her size and her diabetes can be. So then we have the Page of Pentacles. So again, we have Pentacles, we have the coin. It says lack of commitment, greediness, laziness, procrastination, and learn from failure. Well, that's Chantal's problem. She doesn't really learn from failure. But definitely the procrastination and the laziness, you definitely see in her destructive behavior, I think. And when it talks about greediness, I think it's also talking about the addiction. And again, like the destructive behavior, the materialism, and the lack of commitment definitely is 100% Chantal. She just like one of her destructive behaviors is that she can't commit to anything. So it's strange to get the Devil And we have the Page of Pentacles over here, both negative cards, and they're surrounding this hopeful one. So it does seem this is what surrounds her. This is the reality, and I think this is what she believes that in the star, that she has faith, and you know she can come, the rejuvenation, like she can come back from all of this right here. So I do think like this is like the reality, and then this is just mental. This is what's going on with her mentally, which that was my first instinct before reading the Page of Pentacles. Oh, that was that queen I wanted to look at. Oh, where is she? There she is. Queen of Cups. All right, so spirits, for our final read today, could you please tell us about this Queen of Cups? Who is this that sits in Chantal's way? Foodie Beauty's obstacle. Tell us more about her or them. Although I do get a strong feeling it is a woman. Page of Swords. Oh, we have the Lovers, but it's reversed. And the Page of Cups, lots of pages. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's put her aside so we can see her. All right, so we start with the Page of Swords. It says new ideas, curiosity, thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, restless mental energy. Okay, so the thirst for knowledge, it's someone Chantal is desperately wanting to know more about. She wants to know everything about her. She wants just, I guess, I don't know, like spy on her. That's what this feels like. That thirst for knowledge and the restlessness and like the mental, even like the mental energy part. Like Chantal's putting a lot of mental energy into whoever this woman is. So we move on to the Lovers. It's reversed. It says self-love, disharmony, imbalance, misalignment of values, suffering, detachment, obedience, conflict, bad choices, indecision, and fear of commitment. Okay, so who has this fear of commitment? This indecision. And it's funny, we have indecision. In my past reads for her, I've been getting a read that someone is having to make a decision, a big decision. And see how it's referring to the Lovers. So it makes me wonder if there's like a sort of a love triangle going on where, because, you know, Salah hasn't exactly been the most faithful husband. So maybe this is this Queen of Cups. Maybe it's a lover, or it's someone Chantal thinks is a lover. But there's definitely a misalignment of values. Definitely, like if Salah and Chantal are actually married, it definitely would be a misalignment of values to have. I guess to the Western world it would be. Would have a misalignment of values to like find another lover. And we also have conflict and bad choices. So definitely there's, I do get the feeling that there's a love triangle situation going on here. And then we have the Page of Cups. It says creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy surprise, dreamer, sensitivity, new love. Oh, see? New love. That just confirms it, I think. The love triangle situation type deal. As for the happy surprise and dreamer, maybe the dreamer is referring to like what's going on in Chantal's own mind. Like maybe she's just dreaming this up. Like, what if this woman isn't real? But I got a feeling she is. Or maybe she just represents like anyone Salah can look at and have feelings for. So basically a Kybella, just floating around out there anywhere. That's a happy surprise. Which that makes me think, oh, happy surprise, like childbirth, maybe? Because remember we have nurturing. And when I think of nurturing, I think of like taking care of something, like a baby. And new love. So maybe the indecision actually becomes a decision. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. All right. So we thank the spirits for helping us out today. And I thank you for, stopping in. And as a thank you, I like to do a intuition pull. Give me a second while I shuffle these cards. Get them nice and sorted. All right. Beautiful spring day. Oh, yeah, doing an intuition pull for you. All right. Sorry, I mentioned this spring day because I hear the wind chimes outside. All right. So an intuition pull. It's a card just for you. Just focus, and I'll see if I can pull out your card or a card that can help you out or answer a question. Pow. Oh, crap. What do we get? Ooh, I got the Knight of Pentacles. It says hard work, productivity, routine, conversation, efficiency, and responsibility. Okay, that's a pretty good. Definitely productivity, because I definitely need some in my life today. Again, routine, responsibility, hard work, and see how he's holding the coin? You know, that's how you get your coin, through hard work and responsibility. Of course, Chantal wouldn't know anything about that, but her hard work comes in a different light, I guess. All right, but thanks for hanging out. We thank the spirits again, and I thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.